So apparently this is the reaction of newbies buying in recently to Bitcoin at $3,500. Pretty scary stuff. Glad I didn't buy in at 3,500. And can I just mention again how much stuff is on the Bitcoin Reddit about 2x, hard fork, when you take it seriously, biggest threat to Bitcoin so far, very likely to degrade Bitcoin into PayPal 2.0, why the 2x fork will not succeed, mods to create and stick S2X thread. And I don't have to talk about it anymore. I've been at it ad nauseum. I've said everything that I have to say on the subject. Do you know that scenario where you don't know what a word means? Like ad nauseum, I'm not quite sure what it means, but I know that it fits this context. You know what I mean? You don't know the meaning of a word, but you know how to use it. I get that all the time. But I thought this was an interesting post when he said, let's be honest, ICOs equal cancer. And cancer's not good. Andreas Antonopoulos made a video or a presentation talking about this exact question. I really like Andreas. I think he's a very smart guy. I do like to listen to him. His arguments on this are very interesting. He is going to give you both sides of the argument and give you both extremes. So number one.
It is unstoppable. It opens up a global pool of investment to a global pool of investors. And it allows any startup to rapidly not only raise money, but use a single token for dividends, access control, product offering, notification, voting, participation, and all of the other functions you can jam into a token that are so much more than simply raising money.
And number two?
99.999% of all the ICOs right now are
And I agree. Although I think the percentage is a little bit high, but generally I agree. You need to be careful, make sure the team is solid, make sure the idea is a good one. But essentially, there's more than just two to this. There's a third. Andreas himself was talking about this cognitive dissonance, or this difficulty of having both ideas at the same time. One, it's great, and two, it's bad. This is kind of a hard thing for me to explain. Here's my thinking. There are so many companies out there valued in hundreds of millions of dollars. Your Vitasiums, your Sia coins, your Byte Balls, your Digibytes, your Dogecoins, your Funfairs. Half decent ideas. Even Dentacoin is $53 million market cap. So, I mean, when you're starting to say that all ICOs are bad, you're almost saying that all altcoins are, and I'm not against that sentiment, I'm not. There are a few exceptions. There is quite a few. I don't agree 99% are bad. Maybe 90, maybe 95, I'm not sure. There are plenty of ICOs that you would have lost money investing in, and there are plenty that you would have made a ton of money investing in. So I can't agree with blanket sweeping statements like all ICOs are bad. You can't do that. You're not in a position to be that abundant with your rationale. You need to be more fluid than that.
This is what it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Like, I don't look at 5 years down the line. Why would I? I don't know what's going to happen 5 years from now. Neither do you. If you wanted to only buy coins that are going to be here in 5 years from now, well, you're still taking a risk buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do you know what isn't a risk? An ISA account. That'll be here in 5 years' time. I look 3 months. Is it going to be here in 3 months' time? Is it going to do well? Is it a good idea, like some of these other coins are, which have done wildly well and made certain individuals millions? Every single company here, someone has made millions. Cryptocurrency is the biggest wealth distribution of human history. Like, I'm going to use this as an example, Factum. I said a little while ago that I thought it was a good purchase, and it was about $17 at the time. At one point, it was $31, $32, and now it's $18. Would you tell me that I made a mistake and that I was wrong? Like, I don't understand that type of thinking. It's completely foreign to me. How can you be so rigid?
Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Stay away from all ICOs if you want to. If you don't like them, don't do it. Stay away from all altcoins if you don't like them. For those in this space who know how to ride a altcoin bubble, they're going to do very well. And I'm not talking about 5 years from now. I'm talking 3 months from now. A lot of projects are still going to be here 5 years from now. It's just that we are not in a position to know. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's not like you don't check CoinMarketCap every day. I know you do. I think you check it multiple times a day. Am I wrong? Japan is looking to move in to that massive hole that China's left us with the market cap by giving a license to operate to a Bitcoin exchange. The first, and definitely not, I believe, the last exchange to receive operating licenses. This is bullish. This is really important because companies can operate knowing that they aren't going to get shut down, at least in a short term. So, they can actually plan, develop some infrastructure, get more people out there involved in cryptocurrencies. Before ETH and after ETH. Never do ETH. This is the guy that predicted Ethereum to be more than the market cap of Bitcoin. He was around a third right. So NEO is on a Korean exchange and nothing's happening. Not, I guess, unexpected, but it hasn't been on the exchange for very long, about 6 hours now or so. It's on the South Korean exchange, go away, called CoinNest. The price is 30,000 won, which, according to my expert calculations, is around 26 USD. So not very expensive at all. Disappointing for bag holders, I'm sure, but there's still time. Stay fluid. South Korea bans ICOs, but only national ones. South Koreans can still participate in foreign ICOs. So the actual impact to this is likely small, at least on the established coins. We did see some sort of effect on Ethereum if you whittle this down to the 7-day markets. Let me move over here. We can see the green is moving northerly for the moment. So around here was likely the South Koreans selling their Ethereum, but we've already experienced a bounce back of sorts. So not too much impact. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe they would have had a great ICO that would come out, revolutionize things. So maybe it will have a massive impact that project's no longer going to be around, but who knows? What's happening with ICON though? A superstar ICO is based in South Korea. Talked about it before. It sold out really fast. I don't know. So if we go to the Facebook page for ICON and our legal reps are reviewing all facts. Updates will follow. Thank you for understanding. So I guess we're not quite sure yet. Walton to the rescue though. Walton have issued a statement saying that the banning of ICOs is only for future ones and currently existing and completed ICO projects will not be affected. Whether or not that's true, I suppose remains to be seen. Icons still aren't certain by this post 7 hours ago. We'll have to wait and see. What else is happening with the market? Not a lot, and that's a pretty good thing, I guess. I think it's better for long term. Steam is on a good run at the moment, $1.50. It hasn't hit that for a while, so that's nice to see. Well, not since then. Wouldn't it suck to be the guy that bought right up there? I'm sure a lot of people feel cursed. Literally, any coin I buy goes down. Walton is on the down. Unbelievable. Actually, very believable when you see that kind of growth. There will usually be some sort of pullback, but who knows? So do you know that argument that says that, Bitcoins aren't fair because of the uneven coin spread? Like, I don't know how people expected it to be more fair. It was a very niche product. Very few people knew about it. Of course, there were going to be some guys that sort of knew what it was worth before others. So invariably, we're going to have this situation. But this website tracks the Bitcoin distribution. And it's very interesting. So the blockchain for Bitcoin is open. It's transparent. You can see what's going on. You just don't know exactly who the keys belong to. I think people are getting better at being able to do that. But anyway, there is one wallet in existence which has over 100,000 Bitcoins in it. The total value being 113 Bitcoins at $477 million. In the grand scheme of things, that's less than 0.01% of all wallets. There is 116 wallets that have somewhere between 10,000 Bitcoins and 100,000. The total being $11 billion, and that's 17% of the coins. And between 1,000 and 10,000 Bitcoins, there's 1,600 wallets in existence with a combined total of 14 billion USD, and that's 21% of Bitcoin's total. This is kind of misleading because Bitcoin's so old that invariably someone somewhere has lost their Bitcoins. And there are plenty of stories of this happening. Hard drives being tossed in the trash, and they're somewhere in a garbage pile, in a scrapyard at the bottom of a construction hole, and they're worth millions and millions, and people didn't know the value of them at the time. And how easy is it today to lose access to your private key and lose currency? It's pretty easy today, and we know the value. Imagine that they were pretty much worthless. Imagine that they were pennies worth. How many people lost them? And especially back in the day, it was very difficult to buy. It wasn't like it is today when we have Coinbase. In fact, it reminds me more of what potentially investing in ICOs is today. So you've got your MyEther wallets, and you send your Ethereum from there to the ICOs. It's kind of a messy process. It's still the early days. It's kind of like that. So what the true distribution is, how many Bitcoins have actually been lost and are no longer in circulation, is a very interesting thing I think we need to pay attention to. Long story short, it's still better than pre-mined dollar coin. DJ Khaled. This is important news. DJ Khaled is the latest celebrity to promote an ICO, talking about Centricard, which I'm actually hopeful that these debit cards can be successful. I think we need them. Being able to buy stuff with crypto using debit card is awesome, and I want these companies to succeed. This is the same company that boxer guy, you know the one, Mayweather, same ICO that Mayweather was promoting. But DJ Khaled, he is responsible for such deep lyrics as this.
Thank God for that. We the best.
Lastly, I wanted to talk about, no, not lastly, North Korea accused of hacking South Korean exchanges. No, their tyrannical dictator does not pay a team of hackers to hack everything. Moral of the story is, don't keep anything too valuable to you on an exchange. Keep your private keys. Hardware wallets are your best bet. But no, I wanted to talk about Bitcoin Gold. What is it? Should you care? So this is interesting. This is from Bitcoin.com, Roger Ver's website. It's another hard fork. This one isn't ASIC Boost compatible. In fact, the whole premise is that it's designed so that people with normal graphics cards can still mine competitively. And basically, they're trying to remove the centralization from the Chinese and whatever mining pools, the big businesses, which is not a bad idea, but you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit too late now for that. Here's what I wanted to ask myself. We know that Roger has stated he likes choice. He likes people being able to choose which Bitcoin they're going to use, and if they don't like Bitcoin Cash, well then don't use it. That's kind of his slogan.
And for those of you that don't like Bitcoin Cash, don't use it. For those of you that don't like it,
I was interested to see, is this post going to be pro or anti Bitcoin Gold? Because what he said before, promoting choice, it should be pro another fork, right? It's people speaking. No, that's not what we got. In fact, we get a very negative one. Possible reasons for a very unorganized and confusing fork proposal. It's likely that many Bitcoin proponents are viewing the project as a joke or another method of crypto trolling. Trolling. Such a weird word to say. There's a lot of good reasons people believe it's a prank, because the project seems extremely unorganized for a hard fork slated for the end of October. So in around 1 month's time, there will be another Bitcoin. But essentially, that's pretty much the essence. If ever there is a ASIC mining compatible device that's created. Are you serious? That was so short. Essentially, that's the basis of it, and they're taking it a step further because Litecoin was designed to be ASIC resistant, and eventually they just designed a machine that can exploit ASIC boost weakness in Litecoin, and it's no longer ASIC resistant. These developers have pledged to fork the network again in case an ASIC boost is created that's compatible with Bitcoin Gold. Premise is it's always designed to be competitive for the average miner, which isn't a bad idea. I don't think that's a bad idea, but actually, do you know what? It is a bad idea. Why wouldn't you just create your own coin? Why does it have to be a fork of Bitcoin? Why do you need the name Bitcoin? I don't know. For us, it means another coin that has potentially more value, means free money. You're going to need to get your private keys. It's another Bitcoin Cash scenario. By the end of the month, have your private keys, get ready for a fork so that you'll be able to claim your Bitcoin Gold. We'll look out for exchanges that will offer to do it for you, but I'm not sure if any at the moment are planning to support Bitcoin Gold. We'll have to see. I'll keep you updated in case there is some news about it. Never a dull day in Bitcoin. Nope. And on that note, I will see you in the next one. Brown paper bag. Is this still recording?